technology. So I kind of like missed that whole opportunity. So I heard Bitcoin again in like 2012, and well, a little, yeah, 2012, and same thing. I'm like, what is that? And, not interested, don't know what it is, really don't care about it. So it really didn't impress me, and I still didn't take no money and buy it. And then I heard it couple of years later, and about 2015 and 16 really is when I really started saying, man, what is this? And I started looking. Now, at the time, I was already in stock. I was already in the stock arena. I was already trading in that platform, in that arena. But the Bitcoin was still interesting, but not, I wasn't interested. It was interesting of what it was, and kind of like what people was doing with it at the time, because they was gambling and people was playing games with it. So if you was gambling overseas, you'll buy Bitcoin and pay the person in Bitcoin. And if you was playing games, and you was playing games like video games online to anybody in the world, and that y'all was betting, you can win and pay them in Bitcoin. So still wasn't interested, still wasn't nothing that, no, it was interesting, but I wasn't interested. And so the reality is, 2017, I remember I had a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple of Ripple, and I seen Bitcoin overnight. I'll never forget it. I was in Vegas on a real estate convention, my partners and I. And it was all over the news, everything, everybody was talking about it. And it actually went from like 9,000 the end of November, y'all, to like 12,000 in a couple of days. And then 5 days before we left Vegas, so we was only there for like 6-7 days before we could leave, Bitcoin had went up to $17,000, and I was blown away and mad. Yeah, I was heated. You know why I was heated? Because I didn't have enough Bitcoin. And so I didn't invest because I didn't know and I didn't understand. Again, it was interesting, but I wasn't interested in it. And so I missed out on that whole opportunity. And the crazy part about it, whether I believed it or thought it was anything or was interested in it, it didn't matter, because it still created millionaires and billionaires. And so I just like to take an indication from the past and apply it to the future, like I say, always. And so for me, this information was brought to me knowing already about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. It just made too much sense to me. Now, yeah, I didn't understand and don't understand everything about blockchain technology. I understand crypto, but blockchain technology is still being unfolded. There's still so many nuances. I mean, you can get lost in the blockchain space. It's so many different things. But one thing I do know and understand, and a simple concept to help me get a better understanding, is this: blockchain technology takes physical things and turn them into digital, and being safe and secure on an open ledger in a decentralized way. That's simply put. I actually shared this in the class a couple of days ago, and when you think about it, it makes too much sense. And I'm gonna give you guys this real quick before I jump in here, because I see people still jumping on, and that's great. So watch this. When you think about the United States Post Office, where my envelope? Here you go. When you think about the United States Post Office, right? Now, the post office is where you put mail in an envelope and you send it off to send it someone. So they will receive a envelope. So when you think about the blockchain technology, it's like the post office, except for the post office is central in physical locations. So someone can come in and rob and hack and steal. Well, the blockchain is a open ledger, so it's no one hiding nothing, but they can't come in, steal, rob, or hack. All right. So, but I want you to think about the post office as being the same way, the same concept or analogy or comparison to the blockchain. Little different now, because again, I just told you why. One is a central location, one is a decentralized, one is physical, and one is digital. And the digital thing is way safer than the physical. And so the reality is this. Now, let's say if I decided to send someone some cryptocurrency, right? Now, cryptocurrency is currency, right? If I take this cryptocurrency and wrap it up in a public cryptocurrency address, because that's what this envelope is, a cryptocurrency public address. That's what it is, right? The envelope is the public address. It's got the public sender's address on it. And then you write here to the receiver, the public receiver address, right? Y'all understand it? Now, what I'm sending someone is currency. Now, just so happens this is not cryptocurrency, this fiat currency with no value. But let's think about it like this. I put this in this envelope and then I send this by initiating a send by my private key that comes together when I first open up a account dealing in the cryptocurrency space using blockchain technology. I know it's a lot there. I will not go in detail, I promise you. But I just want you to understand, I can send someone this money and they will receive it. Now, it's a possibility that someone can intercept it and hack it and steal it at the post office, in the mail, for it when it get to their house. Soon as I put it in the envelope, as soon as I put it in the mailbox, a whole bunch of things. Even when I leave, before I leave, it can get stolen or hacked, right? So watch this. I want y'all to understand is that the same rule apply because we're using the blockchain technology to send this money, this cryptocurrency. I'm using a public address and a public sender's address and a public receiver's address. It's still, I'm sending money, right? What else could I send in this envelope? Anybody know? Can I send these scissors in the mail, in the envelope? You think that's possible? Can I send this scissors in the mail to someone? I could, right? You right. Could I send this letter to someone? Could I put it in this envelope and send this letter to someone? I could, right? Right, yeah, for sure. What am I saying? I can send anything on the blockchain as long as it's wrapped up in the cryptocurrency public address and it has a sender address and a receiver's address. Y'all understand that? Was that help with your understanding? My wife said that was good. Now, so y'all got that. I won't go too much in detail again because I got to give y'all this information. Great analogy. Thank you. Thank you. I know. So watch this. We can send anything on the blockchain as long as it's wrapped up in a public address, which is the envelope. Anything. So with that being said,